vital and force. Na? And what is vital? Something that is very, very important. And what is force? Something that has got energy. So it is an important energy that actually animates this cartoon. Yes or no? It has got all the talent of doing everything. And once this energy, important energy is not there, will this cartoon move? It is inanimated. Yes or no? And when it is an important energy, that energy has to be understood. Is it the cartoon that you are going to understand? No. Because it is this energy that is going to bring in some sort of movement in that particular material body or a cartoon that Hanuman says. And therefore, our whole understanding that we have to match this wavelength is this pattern of energy that is there. And energy is nothing else but what? It is simply a pattern. Imagine our life and death in an ICU is also based on that ECG monitor. Moment the line is straight, gone. This person is gone. And how do we call that person after death? Body. Body. Him. Gender is gone. Body, whether it's male or female, body. Can you see what Hanuman has written that time? It is simply a material body. After death we call, when will the body be taken for funeral? Yes or no? When is the body going to be taken for burial? There is no he, there is no she, there is no name, there is no gender, and therefore energy has got no gender. And that is the reason why we say energy is abstract. And whatever we behave, whatever we act in a natural way is all abstract. And therefore it is unique to that individual because it is that individual's pattern that is supposed to be playing in that person, playing in that material body, playing in that cartoon. And that pattern is what we are trying to see. And that is what Hanuman says, tracing the true picture of the disease. It is a picture of the disease. What is that picture? The picture contains nothing else but these patterns. Are you there? And that is what is very, very important for us to understand. That every individual has these patterns which are supposed to be unique to that individual. And therefore it is that individual's pattern, that's why it is called as the law of individualization. Are you there? And this pattern can be heard, can be seen, can be smelled, can be tasted, and can be felt by touch. And who does this in a human being? Who does this? It is the special senses. Yes or no? It is these 5 special senses that actually sees, hears, smells, tastes, and touches. And see the beauty of this pattern. And see the beauty of this energy. That a foul smelling something in this room, we feel nauseated because of that. Yes or no? Because it's the smell that creates the nauseousness. It is a sense of smell that is doing. Nothing in direct contact. But it is far away in a corner of the room. But something like this happens to us. And therefore, anything that is perceived by the eyes, by the ear, by the nose, by the taste, and by the touch, brings in an alteration in this matter. Yes or no? So therefore, anything happening in and around us, if we see it, when we hear it, when we smell it, when we taste it, when we touch and feel it, only then it can create some sort of disturbance in us. If this is not there, nothing will happen to us. Yes or no? So therefore, the idea that brings in for an individual to fall sick is something of this you. That you is something that you see, something that you hear, something that you smell, something that you taste, and something that you feel by touch. This is clear till here? And it is this I, the patient, I, an individual. When I see, when I hear, when I smell, when I touches, when I taste, only then this I can be disturbed. I heard some news that all the BHMS MD degree in homeopathy will not be recognized by the central government. What will happen to all of us? Butterflies, na? Only by hearing? Because I heard it, therefore it caused a problem. Yes or no? When I smell it, when I hear it, all these problems are created. And now what happens is, I hear, smell anything that could be material or non-material. Non-material means human being. He is a problem for me. She is a problem for me. My children don't listen, therefore it's a problem for me. So my children don't listen, therefore it's a problem for me. My husband doesn't listen, therefore it's a problem for me. My wife doesn't listen, therefore it's a problem for me. So this you can be a human being which is causing a problem to his eye. It could be a boss, it could be a teacher, it could be father, it could be mother, it could be husband, it could be wife, it could be children, it could be anybody for that matter, for which the eye can be disturbed. Or this you could be non-human. I don't have money, I don't have house, I don't have job, I don't have a proper stay place, I don't have a proper environment. All these are the non-living things that can cause the problem to the eye. Are you getting this? Every human being will have a problem either because of other person or because of some material. Without that, the human being cannot have any problem. A newly born baby is left in the jungle, will it get sick? There is nothing to bother. But human being is a social animal. And therefore, when we live in the society, there are expectations from the society. Yes or no? There are expectations from the other person. There are expectations from myself that the other person has. And therefore, that I have to live with this expectation is the biggest challenge for every eye on this planet. And therefore, they either live, this eye either lives in the past or in the future. Only if I will have that wealth, only if I will have that sort of a partner in life, only if I will have that clinic in a proper place, think about the future. If I could have had a better partner, my life would have been better. If I would have had a better clinical practice, probably I would have been better either in the past or in the future. Are you there? And therefore, the conflict within that individual is all about living in the past or living in the future. And these are all our delusions, imaginations. Because this is not the reality in the moment of now. You are not living in the moment of now. You are living in the moment of future or living in the moment of past. Which is keeping you bothered and worried and missing the moment of now. So every conversation of the person, what we need to see, very important, every conversation when we are doing the cases, what we need to see is, who is this you that this I is bothered? I don't have money. That's my problem. I don't have a house. That's my problem. I didn't get a better wife. That's my problem. I didn't get a better husband. That's my problem. That is the problem where you are seeing that you is this particular entity for this I. Are you getting? The first step is that. Second step is try to find out, is it something to deal with the past or to deal with the future? Now somebody will ask, what is the need to find out whether it's a past or a future? We have been taught tense, right, in grammar. Past tense, future tense. Yes or no? And if the tense is future tense, we have been also taught the question also will be future tense. Yes or no? If it's a past tense sentence, the question should be past tense question. So our questions that are going to be dealt with depending upon what tense the person is. If the person is talking about the future tense and if you are asking about now, there is no connection. Are you getting? If the person is talking about tomorrow and you say forget it, today you tell me what's the problem. Today there is no problem. Are you talking about today, what is the problem? No problem. I am asking you today, what is the problem? There is no problem, doctor, today. I am telling you, can't understand, and gone. There is a friction now. Why? Because the person is talking about tomorrow. Your question should be, what is the problem tomorrow? Now I'll answer, what is the problem? Look, I am telling you about tomorrow, not today. Are you getting? Therefore, this is very important in the art of conversation. What tense you are using makes a big difference. If the person is talking something about the past, ask the question about the past. If the person is talking about the future, ask the question about the future. Is this clear? Therefore, the first step is, who is the you for this I? Second, third question is the person living in the past or is the person living in the future? What is the story? Third, how many characters are there in the story? There could be mother-in-law, there could be father-in-law, there could be husband who is not listening, there could be children on the other side who are not at all studying properly, and there could be the boss in the workplace who is trying to harass me. There are 5 characters. Yes or no? No, all 5 characters will not be the same. For that person, the boss's irritation may be the maximum, more than the mother-in-law, father-in-law, husband and children. Are you there? So therefore, ask them, who is the one who is bothering you the most? So when there are multiple characters, try to find out which one is important. Are you getting this? Which one is important? And when you bottle it down to the one that is important, the person can tell you better, because that's the most important flavor for that person. So when the person, for example in this case, where there is a mother-in-law that is having a problem with, father-in-law is having a problem with, husband is a problem, children is a problem, boss is a problem, and you ask what bothers you the most, and the person says, my boss. Now ask, there is a way how the person is bothering, yes or no? There is a way to it. If there is harassment, there is a way of harassment. If there is a torture, there is a way of torture. If there is love, there is a way of love. If somebody is really liking you, there has to be a reason behind that liking. Yes or no? So therefore ask, what way does it bother? So then specify. For you the botheration could be different. For somebody else the botheration could be different. For the third person the botheration could be different. Like for example, the love for a plant is different, the love for animal is different, the love for mineral is different. The love for a plant may be simply, oh doctor, he's such a nice person. I really love sharing my time with him. I am so much engrossed and we share a lot of our feelings. We share a lot of our pastimes. We share a lot of our times when we spend together. This is the idea for a plant's love. The idea of sharing, the idea of being together. It's a plant understanding. If you ask the mineral, what's love? Oh, love means protecting me. Love means taking care of me. Love means seeing who the enemy is or who the outsider is, because the outsider may be someone who is strong and might take me away, might kill me, might attack me. This is love for the animal. Are you getting? Love for the mineral, for that matter, like that of matrimony, for that understanding. Love for them is someone who is having a shoulder whom I can rest on. Somebody who is a support. He is the love of my life. I completed my MD because of him. Because he used to take me to the university. He used to write my journals and everything. He used to tell me, have you studied or no? He used to bring sandwiches for me for my morning breakfast. Without him, I couldn't have thought of doing my MD. He is my support system. Are you getting? This is how the mineral will express their love. There is a meaning behind love also. There is a